Make sure that you've got a data governance framework in place. Make sure that everybody knows what you can and cannot do. We offer GDPR compliance trainings just every so often, just 6 months, just to make sure that no one's doing anything that they thought, oh, this is a great idea, I bet no one's thought of this. They have, and it's illegal. We see it a lot. So just you don't know. It changes so frequently. I think they change and push laws out, every year, and they make updates and amendments, and it's hard to keep up to date with. Just having those kind of refreshers and a centralised data governance framework really helps, and making sure that departments are sharing data, not just having it in Sage 50 and no one can look at that apart from the roles I've permitted there to be for their jobs, but allowing it to be shared. And I think the main issue with that is because people are worried about data security. They're thinking, well, what's your role? Or you're a salesman, or well, you only need this part of the sales CRM then to do your job. Okay, or you're a finance admin assistant, you only need this part of the finance Sage package to do your job. Well, actually, if you had a better data governance framework in place, you could share different pieces, not everything, you don't have to share every single piece of data with everyone. People are very nervous when you start talking about everyone having access to everything. But just to think, well, what could finance also have that would help sales or would help marketing or would help operations? Key examples of this was when I was a developer and we were building solutions, and we'd spend months on this one project, and I think 3 months we were on this project, and we were building, and we were tearing our hair out. We're trying to get the best solution for this customer. And then I think I was just getting a coffee, or we were having a meeting, or I don't know what it was, but the finance director and the credit controller was there. And he was saying, I was like, how's your day? He said, I've just put ABC Limited on hold. I said, really? I said, well, we've been working on that project for 3 months. He said, well, they haven't paid their bills in 6 months. But because we didn't have access to anybody's data, unless I actually go and have a coffee with the credit controller, which I'm not going to do as a developer downstairs, I would never know that they were on hold because the data doesn't flow. So therefore, we've been doing 3 months of work for potentially free. Yes, they might take them to court, and there might be some things, and we might get that money back eventually, but we should just move on to another project. Instead of tearing your hair out trying to organise meetings with this customer that isn't paying, we should just draw a line on the sand and said, right, well, we'll put that on hold because our credit controllers put it on hold, instead of just working naively and not having a clue. Another great example, sales and marketing. You'd think they'd be like that. They never are. Like if you go to sales and be like, what's marketing pushing out for the next 3 months? No idea. If you go to marketing, what's selling really well? No idea. So it's you could possibly see, by having a data governance framework that democratizes that data, where sales and marketing can share, and credit controllers and developers can see certain bits that would help them both do their jobs better. You can see the obvious value there. But